Hey, what is up, guys? It's Brennan here, and today we're going to be covering what is AliExpress and is it legit? Now, I have personally ordered many different products from AliExpress over the years, including this here flashlight, just as a quick example. Now, AliExpress, first and foremost, is a company, a e-commerce company and marketplace where you can purchase products directly from Chinese manufacturers online. Now, AliExpress was founded back in 2010, and they are led by the parent company and owned by the parent company Alibaba, which is built more directly for business to business, buying big orders in bulk. Whereas on AliExpress, you can actually just purchase a single item, very similar to Amazon, where you can purchase a single item and have it shipped directly to you. Now, AliExpress differs quite a bit from Amazon in that AliExpress is built for just finding those Chinese products. So majority of products comes from China. Now, some things are shipped and sourced within the United States or other countries. Now, as far as Alibaba, they're of course a multinational Chinese company, so AliExpress is available globally for those who want to order products, whether it's for yourself or maybe if you're interested in starting a dropshipping business, which I cover more in depth in other videos on the channel. Now, first and foremost, of course, most people wanting to watch this video are wondering, well, is AliExpress safe? So yes, of course, I have ordered this flashlight and many other different products just as an easy example. And yes, AliExpress is safe. You can buy cheaper products from AliExpress. They do also offer a refund policy as well if maybe your product receives damages when you get it, or if maybe you have some sort of product other issues, maybe it got lost in shipping. They do offer a return policy on AliExpress, so it is safe to use. However, I will say that some products and some sellers on AliExpress you may not necessarily have the greatest experience with. It really just depends on the company that you order through, although I would say the majority, like 95% of AliExpress sellers, are completely fine and safe to use. Now, as far as what types of items that you could expect to buy on AliExpress, we're going to dive into the computer here. As you can see here, looking at the variety of different categories, we have women's fashion, men's fashion, computers. You can buy different electronics even, although I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. Generally, it may be best to stick away from things that have, technical components, but feel free to order whatever. It's just me personally, I've only ever ordered things that maybe like jewelry, things that aren't mechanical in any way, maybe just like a little ring or something like that, maybe some cheap jewelry. You can get things like that, cool little gizmos, right? Or home and pet products, maybe some of those little pet brushes, different toys, kids and babies, outdoors, beauty, automobiles, and motorcycle products, as well as tools and home improvement. So you've got quite a wide variety of different product categories that you can purchase from. Now, you won't find any kind of digital products per se, specifically on AliExpress. And all these different categories, you can order just a single product. You don't have any minimum order quantities like you do with their parent company, Alibaba. On the other hand, AliExpress, in addition to these different categories, has quite a wide variety of products that you can actually choose and select from, similar once again to an Amazon. Now, you may be wondering, why are these products so cheap, right? If we take a look here, let's just go into the pet category just as a quick example. Many of the products that you find here on AliExpress, maybe even just now, sometimes they do have promotional discounts where you'll get something for cheaper than typical. But as you can see, even just this pet brush is only like $8, whereas typically you might find this on other sites like Amazon or other digital retailers that sell things for $20, $30. So why exactly are the products so cheap on AliExpress? It's because they're coming directly from Chinese manufacturers. Now, you may be wondering, well, hey, it sounds like it's all gravy and sunshine and rainbows when ordering through AliExpress. I will say there are also some downsides when it comes to ordering with AliExpress. Now, before we dive into that, who can use AliExpress? Of course, again, it is a global company, whether you're in the US, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, wherever you are, you can order from AliExpress. Now, the shipping times do vary quite a lot depending on what part of the world that you're in, but you can find manufacturers. Of course, they're shipping out from China, so just keep in mind, the closer you are to China, the faster you are to get certain products. Now, there are other shipping options such as USPS that some AliExpress manufacturers have warehouses in other countries, so you can sometimes get faster shipping times. But generally, if you're just doing the typical e-packet or Chinese AliExpress standard shipping, you could expect anywhere from 1 month, 2 months, sometimes even 3 months on some products. So you could be waiting quite a while. But hey, if the discount is worth it, then maybe it makes sense to still order from AliExpress. Now, as far as, some other things to expect with AliExpress, of course, again, the low prices. You cannot beat a lot of the prices that you find on AliExpress. It's simply just a lot cheaper than a lot of other retailers out there on the internet. Again, you will enter in your address as well as your payment information. They accept major credit cards, so if you're using credit cards, great. I do believe they also accept PayPal as well, but you can't use any like money orders or checks or anything like that with AliExpress. Additionally, some locations are limited. They may not automatically pop up on AliExpress. You can just type those in directly to have the location information added to your order. Additionally, if you are contacting some of these AliExpress sellers, be sure to keep in mind that they are primarily based out of China. I mean, that's really where the company is based from. So their English may not necessarily be great. A lot of times, English is likely not their first language. So you may have some communication issues, especially if you're requesting a refund or if you have any other type of product order issues. Just keep that in mind and bear in mind that, the English may not necessarily be 100% there, as well as on the product listings, right? If you take a look at some of the product listings, you may find that some of the grammar is not exactly up to par or great, if you're a native English speaker or whatever country you're from, maybe some of the translations don't come across perfectly. Just bear that in mind when you're shopping on AliExpress. It's really not a big deal. Now, as far as some other AliExpress tips to keep in mind from my personal experience, again, like I said, they accept all major payment providers like credit cards and things like that, but do be aware of bootlegs. There are a lot of bootleg products on there, things that aren't necessarily like they'll have Disney products, things that are licensed and not necessarily products that are, they're a little bit of a bootleg. They got Nike, Adidas, Star Wars merch, Harry Potter merch, things like that. Hey, if you're okay with ordering it, sure, go for it if you want to, but be aware that often, these pretty much are just bootleg products of the real brand. So don't expect to get real, genuine branded products if you're finding those on there. Oftentimes they're bootlegs. They might not necessarily have the same level of quality that you could expect from the real brands, of course. But hey, if you don't care about that and you're good with some bootleg products, then hey, maybe you want that. Maybe that's something you look for on AliExpress. But just be aware that that's to keep in mind that they are bootlegs. Another thing to keep in mind, like I already hinted at and mentioned previously, is the long shipping times. Now, there is also limited tracking sometimes on the shipping. Now, you can find faster shipping times on AliExpress. I have other videos mentioning specifically how to find that. As far as the ship from location, you can click ship from, and then you can sort by United States, Turkey, or China. So if you want to find products that maybe ship from a country that's closer to you specifically, you can feel free to use that tool there on AliExpress. Additionally, to those long shipping times, sometimes it's a month, 30 to 60 days, sometimes 90 days. So just be aware that when you order a product, you may not get it for a few months, and it could be quite a while, really, till you get that actual product that you ordered. So bear that in mind when you're ordering products from AliExpress, that they can take a while. Some products have faster shipping, but the far majority of products on AliExpress do have much longer shipping times than what you could expect, of course, with Amazon Prime delivery. People want those next day deliveries. That's not something that you're going to find on AliExpress. Now, additionally, AliExpress does also offer a smartphone app on iOS and Android. If you want to shop on there, you can add products to your cart and buy directly on the AliExpress app, which also works quite well. If you're a frequent AliExpress purchaser, they do have an app. Now, one thing as well is, hey, who are the competitors to AliExpress? What are some other Chinese companies or manufacturers I can get cheap products from? So some of the other the popular AliExpress competitors or alternatives are, of course, you've got Alibaba, where you can order in bulk if you're looking to order more bigger purchases. But if you're just looking for one-off products, of course, you've got Wish. Wish is a super popular online retailer, as well as DHgate, another one where you can find cheap products, as well as Light in the Box. So all of these other different manufacturers are like those AliExpress competitors or AliExpress alternatives if you're maybe looking for other types of products, or just maybe looking for another type of retailer to purchase super cheap products from. Those are some good AliExpress alternatives or other companies to look into. So guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and the notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway guys, that's all for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.